We talk about history in pro wrestling. This match has it written all over it. 6 of New England's legends. Those words just don't drop to anyone. But coming out first, the heartthrob Danny Cama. We're talking about who's faced the best of the best in New England, along with Dante and Lowlife. This match is stacked.
He really is a low life. He's an outright liar. The back of his sweatshirt says he just cashed his check, and I have it on good authority. We do not cut checks here at the RWA.
Now,
low life, lying piece of garbage.
Now we talk history. Let's talk about one of them, Danny Cama. He's wrestled the best of the best. We're talking about Shawn Michaels. We're talking about the Godfather. He's faced the best of the best, but he's here in RWA. He's seen the talent RWA's produced, and he wants his test against Danger Boy, Wolverine, and Thrash.
I got a question for you guys, though.
What's that?
Do you think Lowlife could have gotten in the ring if we'd forgotten the steps back home? Shoot question.
Well, I guess we could ask you the same question then.
Wow, shots fired!
Is that why Bob Whitney's doing the announcing these days?
You know what? That's too much inside baseball. Too much inside
If you're going to shame, you got to be ready to get shamed.
But you hear this music, we're talking about New England legends, we're talking about Thrash, Danger Boy Alfredo, and Wolverine. It doesn't get any better than this. Now, I'm going to tell you a story that I've been waiting to get the scoop on, Best for Business. I've heard this, and this is one of my favorite stories of all time. Back in the day when Thrash had extra work for the WWF, he was sitting in the back, and some talent went up to him that Thrash had no idea who he thought he was. And he told Thrash straight up, I saw your work. You know who that was? That was Shane McMahon. And that goes to show back in the day how big tapes were and everything. Thrash has been around the block. Same with Wolverine and Danger Boy. And this match is going down. People might not realize it, but there's one word to sum up this match, and that's history.
It certainly is going to be historical. A lot of these folks have done battle back in the days of the NEWA, which we'll admit is the biggest inspiration behind the RWA itself. T. Phoenix is going on record to say just that. Got a guy like Thrash who adds much to the fold because he has that unpredictability. Whereas, let's face it, Danger Boy, Alfredo, and Wolverine, we already know that it doesn't get much better than this.
Like Mary Lou's coffee.
And you talk about it, some people might not understand those jackets. If you look on the right sleeve, 3 years back to back, Danger Boy, Alfredo, and Wolverine were ranked in the PWI 500. That's the top 500 wrestlers in the world. So some of these people might not understand, the younger generation, but these guys, they've been around the block once or twice.
They're about to understand, that's for sure.
TJ Richter looking to get starting quarterbacks for each squad.
Thank these guys for the house.
Starting off right now, looks like it's going to be Thrash against the heartthrob Danny Cama, starting this one off big.
Heartthrob Danny Cama looking to get inside of the head of Thrash. Not sure you want to do that, buddy. You might not like what you see.
If somebody were to start playing the Pledge of Allegiance right now, would we gather around Alfredo?
That's a good one. I think so.
I mean, most people gather around Alfredo because he's such a nice guy, you know, he's full of life. He's literally the most popular wrestler and person in RWA.
Big collar and elbow tie-up. Nothing screams more old school than this right now. It sort of tests his strength, and looks like Thrash had Danny's number. They're bringing him in the corner right there.
Got ourselves another standoff here. Neither one of these bucks are looking to bend.
Notice a more traditional style. Neither one of these guys wanted to give the other one an opening too early. kind of feeling each other out here, seeing what the best plan of attack is. That's veteran expertise.
Speaking of veteran expertise, how about this at ringside right here? New England Wrestling Alliance commentator Rex Havoc. We're talking about commentator, one of the people who paved the way here in New England. And look at this, not even realizing it.
What? I'm a little out of touch with my independent wrestling history, so I apologize. Thank you for filling in the blanks for me and everybody at home.
Well, Rex Havoc is certainly getting aggressive here. Looking to counsel the heartthrob.
Now, I want to know whose heart is throbbing. Exactly.
I mean,
mine isn't.
No, mine is, because I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I still haven't gotten over getting up the steps here.
I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. If you'd like some of my water, you can have it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What a guy volunteering right there, but what a guy trying to volunteer for a collar and elbow tap, and he volunteered himself, tagging in Dante.
Heartthrob might need some water too, but he can't have any of mine. I wasn't serious. Why would you do that?
This, my friend.
That was just for air.
One of the final shows ever at the Chop Shop Part 2. Wolverine defeated Dante. It was through the old school icons that ignited that fire to bring back the return of Wolverine and Danger Boy. And trying to grab that arm, trying to go old school right there with that submission. Look at the pinfall there.
Old school icons, you are touching on core memories of mine. I may not be good with independent wrestling history at large, but I'm rather well versed in RWA history, and Dante, another prominent figure, much like Chris Sterling, Cipriano Bruzzi, Ricky Bader. What's going on here?
These are blatant mugging taking place.
And that...
Double axe handle to the back. Maybe it's old school rules right now. Big strikes to the corner right there to Danny. And look at this. Wait a minute. Look at this. Thrash wants in the ring, and Danger Boy too. Come on, it's a 3-on-1.
This is starting to get unraveled awfully quick here. And I'll be honest, if I were in Thrash's shoes or in Danger Boy Alfredo's boots, I too would be chomping at the bit to get some sort of justice going on.
Oh, igniting that passion, that fire right there. Thrash wants in. He's got history with Dante, and he sees what Wolverine is going through right now. Bringing him in the corner right now.
It's aggravating enough knowing what it's like firsthand to be in a situation like this and realize what's happening while you're getting the guts kicked out of you. But, like, seeing it from this perspective is a total different injustice entirely. The referee, TJ Richter, just being outright disrespected right now.
When we talk history in pro wrestling, Lowlife is one of the names that comes to mind. One of, and if I believe, the last ever NEWA Tag Team Champion alongside Sergeant Striker. I was talking to him earlier, and he told me in New England, you weren't a real tag team until you faced Wolverine and Danger Boy. This match means a lot, and he wants to get that pin against them.
I wonder if he still feels the same now.
Getting the arm of Lowlife right there goes Danger Boy Alfredo, getting him right now. Going old school with an airplane spin, around and round it goes, going for the cover.
Keep up with Danger Boy Alfredo and these space age fancy Dan moves he's got. Oh my.
Bobby Rossi, do you hear that reaction?
I'll tell you, he's looking a lot like the question mark from NWA's Power Season 1, and he's getting a lot of the same reaction from my...
Wait a minute! Is he saying he's going to go to the top?
I sure hope not. Renegade Ring Rentals is
about to close up shop.
But we may be out of commission for a month.
A stiff kick to the back quadricep, and Lowlife takes himself a nasty fall.
And that's it! Now, in wrestling, and even in real life, they say it, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Who was expecting that one right there?
I don't believe that Lowlife was. He seemed all thrown off his sorts. He's still kind of reeling from that fall. It was a lot of impact for a solid guy. But the legends, as they are known here in the RWA, have become victorious yet again. And Wolverine sharpened at the bit.
That's some history he's got with Rex Havoc. It's going down, but what a win tonight. for Danger Boy Alfredo, Wolverine, and Thrash.
Sorry, I was busy wiping Bobby Rossi off my water bottle.